Chapter 3, The Digitization of Trust. People don't buy products, they buy people. Seth Godin. Trust is the foundation of every relationship, whether you're buying bread from a baker in 1925 or hiring a consultant in 2025. But while trust has always mattered, how we build it has radically changed. We used to build trust across fences in coffee shops, at church, or during handshakes and first impressions. Now we build trust through pixels and posts. Trust used to be local. Before the internet and even before TV, business was mostly word of mouth. You trusted your barber because they lived in your town. You knew your doctor because he sat behind you at church, and you banked with someone who knew your name and even your kids' names. Trust was built in proximity. It was local, slow, and personal. Now, trust is digital. Today, before we meet someone, we search them. Before we go on a date, we check Instagram. Before we take a job, we read Glassdoor reviews. Before we hire a speaker, we Google them. Before we buy a product, we scan the comment section. According to a 2022 Nielsen study, 92% of consumers trust peer recommendations over brand advertisements, which means trust no longer starts with logos. It starts with people. You're being Googled. Whether you realize it or not, your brand is showing up before you do. Every time you apply for a job, launch a business, meet someone new, they're forming opinions about you before you ever speak. Your digital footprint is your new handshake. And if you're not actively shaping it, people will fill in the blanks on their own. Worse, they usually guess wrong. If you don't tell your story, people will tell one for you, and they might get it completely wrong. Your online presence is your new first impression. It doesn't matter whether you're a creator, a business owner, or just someone who wants to build opportunity. Your online presence is your brand. It's your trust building engine. It's your resume, your storefront, your handshake. And here's the kicker. If you're not visible, you're invisible. You may be talented, you may be credible, but if people can't see that, they can't trust it. And in a noisy world, it's not the most qualified who win, it's the most clearly positioned. Why storytellers win. The best product doesn't always win. The best story does. That's why Apple became Apple, why Oprah built a billion-dollar empire, why creators with zero credentials can outperform big brand names. Because in the digital economy, story equals trust, and trust equals business opportunity and influence. Steve Jobs didn't sell computers, he sold creativity. Oprah didn't sell shows, she sold human connection. And you're not selling content, you're selling belief. People buy from those they trust, and they trust those whose stories resonate. Final thought, there's never been a better time in history to build influence. No gatekeepers, no permission slips, no budgets required. All you need is a voice, a story, and the courage to share both. Your reputation used to be what your neighbors thought about you. Now it's what the internet sees when they look you up. So show up, be real, tell your story, because trust is no longer built face to face, it's built click by click. And in a world where everyone's watching, those who share with clarity and courage become the ones who influence the most.